What's up, Dunk Squad? It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan. We're back with year 4 of the Madden 22 New England Patriots realistic rebuild. If you tune in to part 3, 5 wins. 5 wins was all we got in year 3, part 3 of the Patriots rebuild. Disappointing season, but we definitely wanted to target a top wide receiver, a wide receiver one option for Mac Jones and his offense. Didn't turn out the way we wanted it to. Not a lot of number one options available in free agency, and we weren't going to draft another second round slot receiver guy. But we did add somebody to the team. And with that being said, man, let's waste no more time and let's go ahead and get into this year 4 and meet this roster before the preseason starts. Looking at the quarterback, it is still Mac Jones. And at this point, he is not Tom Brady. I don't think anybody's ever going to be Tom Brady. Thinks he's a once in a lifetime type of player. But Mac Jones has been not bad, but not amazing. He's just been okay. He's been good. He's been, not an elite quarterback, but I would say more so a game manager. But at the same time, I have kind of failed on my part to get him some options, some key players, some number one receivers around him. So we're going to continue to try to build for these last 2 seasons and the last 2 videos to try to get him to play at a high level, and that's by adding, some more talent around him. And we did add some veteran leadership in the quarterback room. Matt Ryan, who did go to Boston College, so, comes back in state to the college that, he played for, and he'll be able to mentor Mac Jones a little bit. And then we got Damian Harris, who's been one of the best players in this rebuild for the Patriots. Kind of had a down season, I think, last season. I don't think he hit 1,000 yards. I don't think he hit 1,000 yards, as he was banged up. When you look at the average, when you look at the touchdowns, this dude has been balling, bro. Damian Harris has been doing his thug, bro. So shout out to Damian Harris. Probably going to be a thumbnail at some point in one of these videos, the last 2 videos, maybe this one. But Damian Harris, man, he been balling for us. He been running that ball. Ramondre Stevenson, not so much last season, as he had a chance with the injury to Damian Harris. He had a chance to carry the load, and he really couldn't do much as a starting running back. And that proves to me that he is just a good number 2 power back option. He's not a starter in this league. So when his contract comes up, I think it's coming up this season. Don't think we're going to extend him. If it's cheap money, we might bring him back, but he can be replaceable, and that's what we did. We built for the future, just in case we don't bring back Ramondre Stevenson. We took this guy, Luke Russell, I think, in the 4th round. Great receiving back out of the backfield, as he could be our future running back 2 spot to Damian Harris. Looking at fullback, still got Devontae Banks going into his 3rd season. And then there it is. Tyler Boyd was our big free agent signing. I was expecting somebody else to be there, but he was the best available. Had no offers on him. We even offered him a cheaper contract, and he took it. He bought in. He wanted to come play with Mac Jones in this offense. And, looking at the last season he just had with Cincinnati, almost 1,000 yards, 900 yards, 70 catches, almost 80 catches, and 12 touchdowns. So hopefully he can bring that same type of production here in New England, because Jacoby Myers has not been it. He has not been the usual sim guy that he is whenever the hell, the computer is controlling him. Season before in 2022, he had 927 yards, but he has not been that wide receiver one, that beast, that star wide receiver that we're looking to develop along with Mac Jones. And then these 2 second-round guys, Gerald Brooks, the big body, he had a good season last season. I think he was our leading receiver last season, actually. Yeah. So he was actually pretty damn good. Mallard was good when it came to return. I think he had a special teams touchdown. But we initially drafted him to be our slot receiver. But these 2 are not that bad. Jacoby Myers has been a little disappointing. But Tyler Boyd is going to add to whatever the hell we had before with these 3 guys. But looking at tight ends, though, the tight ends been on point. Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, we used both of them, the 2 tight end system that the Patriots used to use with Hernandez and Gronk, who announced his retirement the other day. I still think Gronk going to come back, though. I think he's going to come back at some point in the season to play along Tampa and Brady. But Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith have been good, but I think this season, going into the regular season, I think we're going to put Tyler Boyd in the slot over Jonnu Smith and go more so on the receivers than the tight ends, see if that makes any difference. Isaiah Wynn was fucking trash last season. I'm going to tell you that right now. This nigga gave up 7 sacks. When the rest of the O-line, bro, the rest of the O-line all had like under 5 sacks given up, bro. Under 5 sacks. This nigga was the only one. The only one. And maybe that's why we couldn't win, Isaiah Wynn, because of your ass giving up 17 sacks. So he better watch himself because I will trade his ass. Even though Bill Belichick or Griffin Murphy, whatever the hell you want to call him, is not a part of this team and not the head coach, and we're the head coach, I'm still going to follow the Patriot way, and I would trade your ass before you start to regress. We brought in Eric Fisher for that same reason to back up Isaiah Wynn, just in case if he's on that fuckery. We'll put Eric Fisher in. Mike Awinu, he was decent last season. The rest of the O-line was decent. David Andrews, we drafted some guy, Michael Morant, that could sit behind him, maybe replace him in the future if David Andrews retires or if we let him go. Shaq Mason he's been like our best offensive lineman in the whole rebuild. Yes, I know he's on the Bucks now, but he's been productive, man. He's been producing, so why get rid of it? We did right tackle. We got Trent Brown. He's been okay. We just signed this guy as an undrafted rookie free agent before the preseason starts. Left end, Jeff Simmons, who we brought in last season, still got Detroit Wise. We brought in D Ford because he was part of the reason why the Patriots went to the Super Bowl that one year where he jumped off sides. So we brought in D Ford since, hell, he helped the Patriots then. Maybe he can help them now. Right in, we still got Donovan Davis, who we drafted a couple of years ago. I'm so happy Madden let him keep his superstar dev. So now him being superstar, Jeff Simmons being superstar, beef up that D-line in the trenches. Christian Barmore has been solid, still stuck on that star dev. I think he's been consistent for us. Yeah, he's been pretty damn consistent, doing what he needs to do. Then left outside linebacker, this was our first round pick. Now, this is a guy that wasn't even on our list. He wasn't on our radar. We had other targets. But when I took him, the running backs are usually the highest rated overall player in the draft. This dude was arguably the best player in the draft. 79 overall already, bro. Speed rusher is going to replace Matt Judon, who we traded at the trade block before the trade deadline last season, traded him away to the Vikings. He's going to be our Matt Judon replacement. I think he's going to be a beast. I think he's going to be able to have that same type of potential as Double D Donovan Davis did, probably even higher, because we drafted Davis. He was a normal dev. Now he's a superstar dev. This guy's probably, X Factor superstar, maybe star, but he probably has a higher ceiling. Middle linebacker still got Leighton Vander Esch, who we signed the first season. Anzalone, who we signed, I think, last season. Still could upgrade over Anzalone, but good Band-Aid for right now. Josh Uche, who's been good since he got a chance to start. Still regret not getting him some reps the very first season when we had Kyle Van Noy. Jennings played well when we traded Judon last season. He took over midway, but he's going to be backing up, rotational guy. And then Jonathan Jones has been solid ever since we'll let J.C. Jackson walk. McBride, who we traded up to take in the first round last year. Hopefully he develops as our future cornerback 1. Jalen Mills has been solid. Sean Wade has been solid as a 4, so I'm fine with that. And we did take this guy, Darren Woodard, in the draft, who I thought was a beast at tackling. He had 8 tackling, but when you look at his tackle, it's only, 69? But, hell, that's the best on the team when it comes to cornerback. So, yes, he is our best tackling cornerback as our 5th corner. Got a lot of speed on him, too. We can use him in the return game, special teams, kick return, punt return, whatever. And then free safety, we got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who we brought in last season. He was a beast for us. Adrian Phillips kind of fell off a little bit. We took this guy, Otis Johnson, in the draft. And then Kyle Duggar, who got named team captain for us. He's been solid. And the 2 young kickers who were competing for the job last season, they're going to compete in preseason again for the starting kicker job this season. Ever since we lost Nick Folk, it was, to retirement. And you got Jake Bailey at punter, who's been good for us. And I think we have a team captain slot available because we got rid of Matt Judon. So I'm going to give it to I don't know. We could give it to backup Adrian Phillips. He's been here. He's 32 years old. We could give it to Jonathan Jones, leading the cornerbacks. Josh Uche. But I think I'm going to go ahead and give it to a guy that I drafted. First round pick. He's a superstar now We need a leader on that D line. And instead of Jeff Simmons, who we borrowed from Tennessee, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Double D just because I like him that much. Congratulations with that new C patch, not on his jersey because it doesn't show up on the Patriots jersey. But new team captain and Donovan Davis. Let's go. Let's go ahead and simulate the preseason. No injuries and get on to the regular season and try to get this Patriots team back to the playoffs where they belong, back to an AFC East divisional title. We do win the first preseason game. Second 28-0 against the Eagles in the preseason. And then we lose 24-7. We do have a camp standout. We have a wide receiver mentorship. Let's check out standout. It is Josh Uche. I think he had one last season. We did tackling for him last season. We're going to do football IQ. He's been in the league a couple of years. That IQ should be getting up there. Looking at the mentorship, this is probably Tyler Boyd. Yep. And Mallard, that slot guy. So it makes sense. They're both slot receivers. So take him up under his wing. And let's go switch the kickers out. I forgot we had open competition for the starting kickers position. And let's do Aldridge and see how he performs. No injuries. And we lose, so we go 1-2 in the preseason. We do have to cut a lot of people. We got to cut 13 players. But we're going to go ahead and look at the stats. Matt Ryan. 2 picks. Matt Jones didn't have that good of a preseason, but he is our starter. We're not going to start Matt Ryan, but he is going to make the team. Stevenson had 2 touchdowns, so did Damian Harris. Luke Russell, the rookie, average is kind of bad, but he's only here to be a receiving back. Stevenson can handle the load as the running back too. Batchman led the team in yards, 2 touchdowns from Mallard. So, learning from Tyler Boyd paid off. O-line. 2 Trent Brown, but I'm not too worried about that. Leighton Vander Esch led the team in tackles. I see 4 TFLs for Josh Uche. Okay. And then 2.5 sacks for the rookie Le'Veon Shed. Jeff Simmons with 2. Jennings with 2. See, Jennings, if we didn't draft Shed, Jennings probably would have started the season, but he's going to come in as a rotational guy. And then I think Terrence McBride is going to take over the cornerback 1 spot for Jones. And look at this. Rivers misses a field goal. And Aldridge makes his, even though it was only a 30-yarder. So, to be fair, I think we're going to go with Aldridge as the kicker. So, let's go ahead and cut the 13 players that we got to cut. We're going to keep Matt Ryan on the team as quarterback 2 to Mac Jones. And then all these other running backs, to be honest with you, Teague can go on the practice squad. I think Enrique Cobb, he's been here a couple of years. We're going to release him, and then I think we're just going to sign another running back 4. We're going to look in free agency to see who's available. Receivers, I think I'm going to keep Batchman, and then everybody else under him is going to have to go. This guy, Solomon Donald, this guy, Deacon Colbert, all of them going to the PS if they are eligible. Wagner might get cut. If he's not, he's going to get released because he's not eligible for the practice squad this year. We're going to keep the 3 tight ends. Oh, we did draft this tight end. I think he had, good blocking. Something catching, he can catch. So, great third options at tight end that can catch the damn ball. We're going to keep the centers. Actually, we can cut this guy, Craig Brown, move him to the practice squad. And then this third center right here, we're going to move him over to left guard. Still going to be a scheme fit. I think we have power. Most of our offensive lineman is power archetype. So we're going to move him over to left guard. And look at that. He goes up. So those are our O-linemen. Now we're going to keep D Ford on the team. I think Eric Barber, who is a rookie, 59, we're going to move him to the practice squad so he can develop a little bit. Marquise Spencer, let's just go ahead and cut him. And then we'll have D Ford move over to the right. Or Dietrich Wise. What do we run stopper? Wise is a run stopper, so it works out. We're going to move him over to the right. Boom. And he should be a scheme fit. I don't know why it's not saying it. We are going to keep maybe all 4 defensive tackles. Might move one of them over to the practice squad. Holiday can go. That other middle linebacker can go. And I think we got a lot of cornerbacks and safeties. So after Carrington, I still like Copper them. Steven Isaac, he can go on the practice squad. And then the free safeties, this guy Crothers can go. And this is going to pay me because he's a 73 overall, 96 kick power, better accuracy, but Aldridge was the better kicker. So we're going to go ahead and move Matt Rivers to the practice squad. And we're not going to keep 2 kickers this year. And if he gets stolen from us, probably will. He has a high overall. So be it. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade the team. I am going to go look for a running back 4. I like to at least have 4 running backs. Don't want 3 because, if somebody gets injured, you only have 2. The game Madden does what it wants to do, and it's going to start signing random people. And let's just see who is available, who could be like our running back 4. Doesn't have to be anybody worthy of a starter. I thought about bringing Matt Breida in a couple of times. I think I had J.D. McKissick on year. So let's go ahead and do let's do Matt Breida. Bring him in. And I don't know if that's going to make us or force us to cut a player, and we actually do have to cut a player. And we're going to go ahead and check out who we can cut. Maybe one of those cornerbacks. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Copper isn't really developing. But we could just keep him, though, and just put this guy, defensive tackle, on the practice squad and just roll with the 3. And that'll be fine, man. Let's go ahead and, not upgrade the team. I think I already did that. But we're going to go ahead and auto-generate the lineup, and then we're going to go in, make it the way we want it, and get on with year 4 as we kick off the season against the Raiders. Don't know if it's a home game or I think it's head away. But Mac Jones, Matt Ryan, got Damian Harris, Breida. Yeah, that's fine. Stevenson, Banks. Then you got Tyler Boyd is going to start over Myers, Brooks, Mallard. That's fine with me. We're going to put Jonnu Smith right there. And then tight end, Henry, Smith, Bolton. You got Isaiah Wynn. You better watch yourself, boy. Awinu. Andrew Olan should be perfect. We got Jeff Simmons, Ford, Davis, Wise, Barmore, Bohanna. You got the rookie Shed. You got Van Der Esch and Anzalone. You got Josh Uche and Jennings. Cornerback, we're going to go with McBride over Jonathan Jones this season. And then free safety is fine. Strong safety should be good. And then special teams, they have Copper and they have Wooden. So I think I'm going to go with Mallard. He had the touchdown. And we're going to go with the rookie Wooden because he's just so freaking fast. And then punt return, I think I'm going to go with the running back Russell. Yeah, we'll go at Russell. And should we go Copper as the second guy? Yeah, we'll go Copper. And then kickoff start will be Bailey. Actually, it's going to be, we're going to keep it at Bailey. Long snapper can be David Andrews. Third down back can be Damian Harris. Power back can be Damian Harris. I think Damian Harris had a big season. He had that big season when he was not the third down back. So maybe making him like the 3 down back isn't working. He's still playing good, but maybe I let Russell and Breida. But nah, we're gonna keep it like that. Power back will be Stevenson, and slot receiver. This is where I'm gonna change. It's not gonna be Jonnu Smith this year. It is going to be Tyler Boyd, Mallard, and then Jonnu Smith. Rush left in. I think I'm gonna do Jeff Simmons. No. Yeah. I think I'm going to do Jeff Simmons. And then on the right, I think I'm going to do... Should we just do the linebackers? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Shed. And on the right, I'm going to do Josh Uche and Jennings. And then D-tackle, we can do Jeff Simmons, Donovan Davis, and Barmore. Sub linebacker can be Van Der Esch, Anzalone, Adrian Phillips. And then slot cornerback can be Jalen Mills, Wade, Sean Wade, and the rookie Woolen. And that's the team, man. We're going with the receivers over the 2 tight end system. We're still going to use the 2 tight ends, just we're not going to target Jonnu Smith that much. Mostly Hunter Henry. And we brought in Tyler Boyd, so we want to use him. The camp standout, it is going to be, Mallard, or was it Josh Uche? And I'm poised. I'm poised to see that. I thought I was poised. Nah, you didn't. You thought wrong, bruh. Thought wrong. I'm tired of seeing that damn line. But season goal, I'm gonna say, 5 wins last season. We need to bounce back from them 5 wins. I'm gonna say if we got like 8 wins, we went 8-9. I really want to get back to the playoffs though. But I'm gonna say about 8 wins. I'm gonna say about 7, 8, maybe 9 wins. Playoffs, definitely. I want a division title. But we're gonna kick off the season against the Raiders. We are 84 overall. We're 83 defense, 85 offense. So let's go ahead and look at the college players real quick. See who's gonna be coming out of the draft. As I do see 2 receivers at the top of the board all of a sudden, where I'm think we're set at receiver now. Don't know, middle linebacker in the top 5 over Anzalone's. Donnell Newhouse out of Auburn could be the guy. So we're going to definitely pay attention to him. And let's go ahead and simulate the first game of the season. We have to go on the road to Las Vegas, see if we can get the win in Nevada, and we lose by a field goal. Very close game. Hopefully that kicker did not miss and I made the wrong decision. But it was an even game. Same amount of passing yards almost, same amount of rushing yards. We had more first downs than them, no turnovers, more third down conversions. I think we outplayed them. What the hell happened? We outplayed them. Our O-line gave up 6 sacks. Won't be surprised if Isaiah Wynn, and there it is. There's the difference. Josh Jacobs, we cannot stop him. But Stevenson and Damian Harris, they weren't bad either. Tyler Boyd, 5 catches, 70 yards. Okay. Still using all the tight ends. Look at that. Mallard also had a touchdown. Isaiah Wynn, even Trent Brown. I guess he wanted to play for the Raiders again, giving up 2 sacks. And let's see. Jeff Simmons, Van Der Esch, Josh Uche, shout out to them. Anzalone, Kyle Duggar, both with picks. And Mitch Albrecht, yep, I made the right decision at kicker. Went with the lower overall guy because he played better in the preseason. I told you, it's not about overalls, it's about rebuilds. It's not about dev traits. It's about performance, producing, pushing P. All right. Can't stand out. I thought I was poised. Yep. Had a good game, though. I think he had a sack. But division game against the Dolphins. Every team in the division lost except the Buffalo Billies. We get Levon Shedd back from injury, our first-round pick. Please don't tell me he's injury-prone. I hope he's not. But I'm glad to have him back. Let's make him our rush left end like we had him. No, it's not going to be Dietrich Wise, damn it. And let's go ahead and win the first division game of the season against the Miami Dolphins. They're only at 80 overall to our 84. We're at home. And, of course, we lose. 4 points. What's up with these close losses, bro? What is up with these close losses? They outpassed us. We had the 1 turnover. They were very aggressive on 4th down. So, yeah, they probably deserve to win that game. O-line didn't give up most sacks, so shout out to them. They got Kareem Hunt still. Mike Gesicki went off, but look at Tyler Boyd. I think we finally found our wide receiver 1 option. But Hunter Henry was good. Kendrick Bourne got his revenge against us. 52 yards and a touchdown. Jacoby Myers had a touchdown. Why is Ed Bolton getting so many damn... That's 2 catches. He's our 3rd tight end. Johnny Smith only with 1. Donovan Davis, D. Ford with sacks. Aldridge, perfect again. His little 30-yarder. He's not even... He got a leg on him, but he's only kicking 30-yarders. Mock draft 1 is out. Since we're 0-2, we're probably up there. I would like the middle linebacker to be mocked to us. And look at that, the Jets. Right under us, and they haven't taken the quarterback. So stupid. No, we're going with Mac Jones, damn it. We're going with Mac Jones. He's our Brady, even though he's not Brady. Van Der Esch, Mallard, back from injuries. Make sure that he's not our slot because they will switch it up on you. He should be our wide receiver 4. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and simulate week 3. Try to get our first win of the season. Of course, it's against my Seahawks, who are 2-0. The Jets are also 0-2 with us. And we finally win, but another close game. So it looks like most of the games we play this season are going to come down to the nitty-gritty. We outrushed them. They outpassed us. What's going on with our secondary? We were down 21-14 at half, came back. Russ threw for 4 touchdowns on us, but Mac Jones made no mistakes, no interceptions. There goes Damian Harris, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. DK went off. Zach Pascal went off. Gerald Everett. They had 3 receivers over 100 yards, one of them being a tight end. But Tyler Boyd, it seems like Jacoby Myers is playing better this season now that we added Tyler Boyd. Brooks is good, big body receiver. Our like own version of DK Metcalf. And you got Donovan Davis, Kyle Duggar, Mario Stevens. That's our third middle linebacker. And then Shed, a half a sack and his first career interception. Ulrich is perfect from field goal. I think we found our kicker. Our Nick Folk replacement, finally. 1-2. The Bills are 2-1. Seems like in this rebuild, they've I don't know. They're actually being the Bills. Like every other rebuild, they suck ass. Especially when we had to control them, they sucked ass. But it seems like this whole rebuild with the Patriots, the Bills have been the Bills, which is good, but not good because I'm competing against them. But let's go ahead and see if we can beat them, take lead of the division. Hopefully the Dolphins lose too. And look at that, we win. I think that game might have went into overtime. Just looking at that score, I'm pretty familiar with the overtime scores now. And yes, see there, overtime game. But they outrushed us a little bit. We outpassed them. Both teams had turnovers. Both teams were horrible on third down, but we were the better horrible team, if that makes any sense. 2 touchdowns for Stevenson. Tyler Boyd, what a great signing. I doubted, the signing. I'm like, damn, he's the only one available. Fuck it, let's go get him. But it's paying off for us. He's actually making an impact, and I'm so happy. Money well spent. Anzalone, money well spent also with that interception. Very underrated player for us, too, Alex Anzalone. 29 years old, 30 years old, 71 overall. You're like, damn, why did they sign him? That's why. He's producing, damn it. 1-3 Texans. Let's see if we can beat them on the road. I think this is a TV game. It is, and we win. I ain't even look at the score at first. 35-28, another close game. Not one game has been decided by more than 7 points. Thursday night football game, 2 back-to-back Thursday night games. We win them both. That's very uncommon in my rebuilds. We always lose the damn Thursday night games. We were up 21-7 at the half, though. They outpassed us, so we relied on the run heavily. Let's see. We went for it on 4th down one time. Mac Jones, return of the Mac. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, no sacks from the O-line. Damian Harris, he's had a couple of 100-yard games this season. Our rookie running back, Luke Russell, with a touchdown, his first career touchdown. 2 touchdowns for Mallard. Okay, let's go. Hunter Henry also with 2 touchdowns, both of them chopping up the deuce. And Donovan Davis and Shed. Sacks. Let's go. 3-game winning streak. After starting 0-2, we go 3-0 over the next 3 weeks, and we are sitting at 3-2, tied with the Dolphins, tied with the Bills. Now we're playing the worst team in our division, being the Jets. Tyler Boyd back from injury, must have got injured last game. Make sure he is our wide receiver. Hell, wide receiver 1, damn it. And our slot receiver. Because that's how good he's playing. And we have a bye week next week. But let's go ahead, take care of business, beat the Jets. They suck. They're sorry. Last in our division. Perfect game for them to beat us, right? Our kicker must have just got signed. And, of course, we lose. Another close game, though. No more than 10 points. No more than 7 points, actually. We turned the ball over too many times. That was the story of the game. 2 picks. Can't win throwing all those damn interceptions. Rushing touchdown for Matt Jones. Gerald Brooks with a touchdown. Okay. Jeff Simmons, a sack. Kyle Duggar, Levon Shed. He's been a beast, man. He's probably like an X Factor. And then J.C. Jackson getting his revenge against us, kind of like Kendrick Bourne did. And we do miss a field goal with Ulrich. Okay. But going into the bye week, perfect time to go into bye week after that loss, and perfect time to look at the contract negotiations to upgrade the players, reevaluate the depth chart. David Andrews, we're going to wait on that. Van Der Esch, I think he's pretty much earned his money. We could wait on him, though, and go in a different direction at linebacker, so we'll wait on him. Christian Barmore, I'll give him a deal. He's been okay. He's been consistent. He wants more salary. He can have it. Jonathan Jones, we might go away from the 2 tight end system, so don't think I can pay him that. Jonathan Jones has been decent for us, but he's kind of regressing. We'll wait on him. Stevenson, we'll wait on him. I think we're going to wait on most of these dudes, man. Yeah, even the kicker. I think I'm going to wait on most of these dudes, but we are going to come back for Christian Barmore, and we'll wait on Johnny Smith, Jonathan Jones, and Leighton Vander Esch. Hopefully it doesn't come back to screw me over later when we try to re-sign him in the final period and it doesn't work out. But I'm pretty sure everything will work out the way it should do. Shed, I want to see what he is. Probably star. Give me superstar at least. I want to see that gold. Still don't know. It's crazy. But we are at the bye week. Let's go ahead and reevaluate the depth chart real quick. I think I want to make a change at wide receiver 3 because Mallard is playing so damn good, but so is Brooks. He's getting touchdowns. I'm going to leave it the same. It's not just 3 receivers. We use all 4, damn it. So it doesn't matter who's wide receiver 3, who's wide receiver 4. We're going to leave everything the same. We have a pretty damn good record. We're at 500, 3-3. So mock draft 2 is out. Hopefully they have us taking that middle linebacker and not a damn quarterback. The middle linebacker right now is projected to go 6. We'll have to trade up with the Cardinals again. But we are at number 19, taking a receiver in the first round. Don't think so. Took 2 in the second round, and we brought in Tyler Boyd. I mean, if we do let Jacoby Myers go or something, trade him, maybe. But I'm tired of drafting receivers, and I like Tyler Boyd. But we're going to come back with Christian Barmore. I think he wanted more salary. Yeah, he wanted more salary. I'm only going to bump it up a couple, like 3.8, make it 36.5 instead of 35.5. Boom, we got the deal done. Hopefully that motivates him to play a little bit better. Look at the division, though. The Jets making a comeback. Dolphins and Bills still 1 and 2. We're number 3. It's going to be a dogfight for the AFC East title for this season in 2024. Let's see if we can come off that bye week, beat the Jags. Close game, bruh. We outrushed them. They outpassed us. The passing game beat the running game. Trevor Lawrence beat Mac Jones. Damian Harris having a great season. Luke Russell, touchdown. Mac Jones, rushing touchdown. So 5 total. Was it 5 total? No, it was Trevor Lawrence that threw those 4 touchdowns. Not us. Not us. Tyler Boyd was good. Hunter Henry was good. Isaiah Wynn, I'm beefing with him right now. Josh Uche with a sack. Ulrich with a field goal. And we are 3-4. 3-4. At least we're almost at the amount of wins that we had last season with 5. So, I mean, that's a good thing. But 4-4 Cardinals. See if we can beat them, get off this damn losing streak. And, of course, we lose once again. Every game has been no more than 7 points when it comes to the deciding game score. But they outrushed us. They outpassed us. They outplayed us in every way. Maybe besides quarterback, even though they threw more yards than us. Damian Harris, 66 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Boyd had a touchdown, 50 yards. Trent Brown, what the hell is going on? Chandler Jones, that's what happened. Jeff Simmons, D Ford. D Ford's been playing great as our backup left end. McBride with the pick. Matt Rivers, the guy they stole from us from the practice squad, our kicker from last season. He missed a field goal for us, but he should have missed another one, buddy. Maybe the game would have been a little bit closer. But you're a Cardinal now, not a Patriot. 6-2 Colts, man, they're good. And he gets a contract and he breaks his finger. D Ford, who's been playing great, out with a foot fracture. Okay. We are at week 10. See if we can beat the Colts, Matt Ryan's new team in real life. And we do beat them. Thank you, Matt Ryan, for giving us a little insight on their playbook. But 17-14, we win another close game, bro. Yeah, I feel like if we get to the playoffs, we're going to be one and done. All these games are too damn close. Too close. I mean, we did not play great from the quarterback position. Damian Harris was good. Stevenson had a touchdown. Thought that was a receiver at first. I was going to say 6'6", 265 receiver. Tyler Boyd, 50 yards. The line was okay. Donovan Davis, Josh Uche, Levon Shed, Jonathan Jones. I love how we're using all of our defensive ends and edge rushers. Like, even the rotational guys, they're getting involved. They're getting sacks. It's not just the starters. So I fuck with that. We have the Titans. We're going to have to stop Derrick Henry if he's still there. Christian Barmore is back from injury. Make sure he hears our rush defense at tackle 3 behind Jeff Simmons and Double D. And he is. So there we go. It's perfect. Don't mess up my depth chart, Madden. Even though I'm only 4-5, don't mess it up. Still a game behind in the division. We are currently last in the AFC East just because the division is so damn good. But we win our second straight game, 34-28. That looks like one of those overtime scores. Another game decided by no more than 7 in our second overtime game of the season. We're 2-0 in overtime games this season. We shut their passing game down. So wasn't able to stop Derrick Henry, but we were able to stop Ryan Tannehill when it came to passing yards. He still killed us with the 3 touchdowns. And we also sacked him 14 times. Was that 14 of 14? He had a perfect quarterback rating, and they still lost. Mac Jones, how many rushing touchdowns does he have this season? That boy balling. We should put Mac Jones at running back. But 2 sacks for Jeff Simmons, Donovan Davis, Christian Barmore on the D-line. Boys in the trenches getting all the sacks. I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. Let's go ahead and 5-5. Whole division 5-5. Bills and fell down to 5-6, going from first to last. Okay. Terrence McBride, he's been injured on and off, but that's okay. This is a very important game. Bengals are in the AFC. We're in the AFC. They're 5-5. We're 5-5, and we lose. Finally, the first game of the season where it was decided by more than 7 points. We lost by 10, 27-17. Even game, we just turned the ball over way too many times. Mac Jones, Damian Harris with the touchdown. Hunter Henry going off now that he's getting all the targets, not Jonnu Smith. Jeff Simmons missed the field goal. If he made that field goal, we would have lost by 7. We could have kept the trend going. Could have kept the pattern going of not losing by more or winning by more than 7. But 5-6, we're still very well in the division conversation. Bills back at last week they were just last, and then this week they're first. That's how close this damn division is right now. And yes, we get D Ford back. We need him. This is a very important game, division, playoff implications, and we lose. We take the L 24-17. Why? Because this game hates me, and I hate the game back. I hate it too. They outrushed us. They outpassed us. They outplayed us. Pretty even game, though. They just outrushed us. Like I said, touchdown for Jacoby Myers. He is just not. He's not it. He's not it. I'm about to trade his ass. And pair Tyler Boyd up with somebody because, yeah. 5-7. 5-7. Remember, we have to get at least 7 wins to save my ass, save my job security on the line. 6-6 49ers. And we get off that losing streak. At least we have not lost 3 games in a row this season. It was 2 to start off. We did. I forgot after the bye week. But hey, we don't suck, but we're not good either. We're just like, I don't even know, like below average right now. 3 touchdowns. Mac Jones not throwing for a lot of yards, but I mean, we're a running team. Matt Breida got in, had a touchdown. Touchdown for Jacoby Myers. 2 touchdowns for Tyler Boyd. Let's go. Tyler Boyd season. D Ford back. Man, I love some D Ford on this team, man. As a rotational guy. He's not the sub guy. No, he's backup, and he's getting in. I love it. Maybe we need to pay attention more to the backup left end spot because he's balling right now. Everybody is 6-7 in the division. Anybody can win the division right now. It's wide open. Just like the first or second season, somebody might win this division with a below 500 record. That is just crazy. 3-10 Rams, perfect setup for us to lose, and we win, but barely 14-12. A very uncommon final score, but hell, we got the dub. We shut the running game down, and we should be able to with superstar Jeff Simmons and superstar Double D and star Christian Barmore. We should be able to shut the goddamn running game down. We should. Every game. Not every game, but most of the time. Touchdown for Damian Harris. Touchdown for Hunter Henry. Sack for Jeff Simmons. Half a sack for Uche, Barmore, and no interceptions. No field goals. Inside the 23 times for Jake Bailey. Punters matter. They matter. All right? They matter. 7-7 Dolphins, 7-7 Patriots, Bills and Jets fall to 6-8, and of course they hit me with 2 injuries. Get David Andrews back, but who are these 2 injuries? Oh, it's Isaiah Wynn. Oh, it's Jacoby Myers. 2 players that haven't done shit for us. So I don't mind it. We got Eric Fisher. We got those 2 second-round receivers that can come in and step up. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. That's what depth is for. So slot receiver will be Tyler Boyd, Mallard, Jonnu Smith still. And then left tackle, we have Eric Fisher coming in, and we'll put somebody behind him. We'll put the rookie right tackle that's backing up Trent Brown. But very important game, so I am going to upgrade the team. Hopefully Shed has his dev trait revealed. I have to go look at his picture because last time we looked, it wasn't revealed. It should be revealed by now. Let's check out, see what he is. I'm guessing star. Crown me. DraftKings does it again. Superstar dev, Levon shit. Le'Veon. I don't know why I keep saying Levon. Maybe it is Levon. Just felt like Le'Veon. But Le'Veon Shed, superstar dev, let's go. To pair up with the superstar Double D and Jeff Simmons, let's go, man. Let's beat the Dolphins on the road. Probably lost a division right there. Who do we finish the season off against? The Bills and the Vikings. Okay, so Matt Judon. It's like a revenge tour for all the players we traded or released or let go. We're playing every single one of them. Played Kendrick Bourne already. We played that kicker. We played somebody else. Now we're going to be playing Matt Judon. But Matt Ryan got in. Matt Jones must have got hurt. Damian Harris was okay. Tyler Boyd, Brooks, Mallard came in, had a touchdown. He's been playing great. We might have to might go with Mallard next season and just let Jacoby Myers go. Jeff Simmons, Josh Uche. No picks from my secondary. We haven't had a pick in a minute. But I feel like that loss to the Dolphins might have screwed us out of the division. I don't know if they swept us. And we're piling up on these injuries, bro. Christian Barmore, that's his second injury, and I paid him. If I know he's going to be this injury prone this season, I would not have committed to his ass. But I want to see. I haven't been paying attention to the division series. So we got swept by the Dolphins, so we have to win out. We beat the Bills. We lost to the Jets. We got swept by the Jets, too. We only beaten the Bills, so we have to win out. Got swept by the Jets, swept by the Dolphins. The Jets, I think, are last, so we already got more wins with them. We need the Dolphins to lose some games, and we need to win some games. Then you got this Bills game. This is probably for second place right now, so this is very important. So we are going to upgrade the players. Ted Bolton. Let's do possession. He can catch. Need to win this game. I think we need to win this game to get 7. Oh, we already got 7 wins, so my job should be safe. I should be the coach going into, the rest of this season and then the final season next season. And we do win against the Bills. Okay, so at worst, I think we should be second place. Shut the running game down. Both teams passed it pretty damn good. We sacked Josh Allen 4 times. No sacks given. And look at Ramondre Stevenson leading the team in rushing. Mac Jones. All these rushing touchdowns. You need to throw some more. Maybe you be in the MVP conversation. Jonnu Smith with a touchdown. Probably his final season with us. Anzalone, Donovan Davis, Josh Uche. He's having a hell of a season, I think, in my book. And if the Dolphins lost, they fucking won. We're not going to be able to win the division. But let's see if we can win this last game. Can we sneak into the playoffs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course. So we would need the Bengals, Jags, both to lose and us win to get in to like a 7 or 6 seed spot. And hell, if the Raiders lose, the Dolphins lose, we can get in. We just need a couple of things to happen. Let's see who the Bengals and the Jaguars and the Raiders are playing. Dolphins are playing Tennessee. Tennessee definitely can win that game. We're playing the Vikings. They're 6-10. Matt Judon game. And then who are the other teams again? I already forgot. I think one was the Bengals, the Raiders. Why don't I see the Bengals or the Raiders on the damn schedule? I don't give a damn. They're probably not going to lose their games anyway. They're probably going to win. We do have a new injury. Isaiah Wynn is back from injury. Glad to have him back for the final game of the season. And there goes the Jacoby Myers broken toe. Actually, he was already out. Fuck. D Ford is out. It's like the same guys are getting injured over and over and over this season. McBride, let's go ahead and make my boy a scheme fit. Of course it's not. And boom. So we just need to take care of business, beat the Vikings, win this game, and then hope some other games go our way so we can sneak into the wild card round. Congratulations to the Dolphins on winning the AFC East title. And we lose. And we get slipped down to third place. And the Dolphins lost. But we keep our job. I'm not even going to look at that final score. Oh, my God. Banged up season, bro. Who else was it? Now Mallard. Okay, so a lot of injuries this season. Came close to make. I mean, we improved. I said about 8 wins. We got 7. No, we got 8 wins. So we hit exactly what I said. 8 wins. I would like to have finished at least second in the division, not third. But improvement from 5 wins. Say the least, improvement. But definitely want to target that Newhouse dude right there, Donnell Newhouse, at middle linebacker. But looking at the performers, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, all 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns for Patrick Mahomes. Jonathan Taylor, 25 touchdowns, 2,000 yards. Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Zach Pascal, Deontay Johnson, Myles Garrett, Nick Bosa, Shaq Barrett, J.C. Jackson, 10 picks. Jair Alexander, J-Ron Curtis, David Collins, Shaq Thompson, Chris Barnes. Looking at our stats, though, 24th in offensive yards. I didn't even look at our rankings, but 19th in defensive yards. There goes Damian Harris, another good season. 21st in points scored, 1,000-yard receiver. Finally, thank you, Tyler Boyd. 15th in points allowed. Too many damn picks, Mac Jones, and he was so close to 4,000 yards. Every year his yards improve. His touchdowns is always like around 25, and I'm tired of these damn 14, 15 interceptions. But 230 yards per game, rated 91.6, 35 sacks. That seems to be the average every year. And Matt Ryan wasn't that bad. Rushing, I love Damian Harris, bro. And there it is. Stevenson is a good number 2. So I might bring him back as a number 2. Russell did outstanding as a running back 3. And then Matt Jones also with 4 touchdowns. The running game, touchdowns, that's what, 32? Why can't I count? 28? Well, if you count Breida, 29, almost 30 rushing touchdowns. Longest run was 64 yards for Damian Harris. And then Tyler Boyd, 70 catches, 1,000-yard receiver finally. Hunter Henry was great. That's why we can let Jonnu Smith go. Brooks was okay. Myers was just 4 touchdowns for Mallard, 1 touchdown for Damian Harris, 1 touchdown for Jonnu Smith. Longest reception, 45 yards to Tyler Boyd. Great signing, man. Trent Brown, over 10, don't like it. Win, under 10, but he missed a couple of games. Probably would have gave up more than 10. A winning that's bad from the guard position. Andrews bad from the center position. The best offensive lineman was Shaq Mason. Why? Because it's always Shaq Mason. Alex Anzalone, 104 tackles, 8 TFLs, 3.5 sacks, and 2 interceptions. Outplaying Leighton Vander Esch. I did not give Vander Esch a new contract. Smart. Kyle Duggar, 1 pick. Jalen Mills, nothing. Time to probably move on from him. Jonathan Jones, maybe time to move on from him. Charlie Johnson, 13 sacks, 20 TFLs for Jeff Simmons. Josh Uche, great season for him. Shed, okay rookie season. Davis, good year. McBride, hope he's not a bust. And then Christian Barmore was just banged up. 3 sacks for D Ford as a backup. Got some sacks. Picks, not so much. Need to improve there. Forced fumbles, we had 2 for Van Der Esch. At least he did something. Le'Veon Shed, Duggar, McBride, Mills, a lot of fumbles. Block for D Ford, man. He's getting the contract extension. Jeff Simmons with a safety, no defensive touchdowns. Kicking, Mitch only missed 1 extra pointer, and he only missed 3 field goals. Good for him. 1 block punt inside the 20, 18 times. Long as 72, average 54.1, Pro Bowl. No special teams touchdown for us this season. And the yearly awards MVP, Jonathan Taylor. Okay, nice to see somebody new up there. Coach of the year goes to Mike McCarthy. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Jonathan Taylor, of course. MVP Defense Player of the Year goes to J.C. Jackson. Jeff Simmons coming in at number 3. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jason Posey. The Jets taking all the damn awards. We had Luke Russell at number 3 as our 3rd running back. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Kyle Kinney of the Colts. And we had Shad at number 5. Best QB goes to Patrick Mahomes. Best running back goes to Jonathan Taylor. Damian Harris at number 9. Best receiver goes to Jarvis Landry. Offensive line goes to Quentin Nelson. D-line goes to Myles Garrett, but we got Jeff Simmons at number 2. Linebacker goes to Bradley Chubb. Defensive back goes to J.C. Jackson. Kicker goes to Chris Boswell, and no Patriots. But 8-9, 3rd in the division. Came close to trying to sneak into the playoffs. But let's see if we have a couple of Pro Bowlers. See, he wants the Super Bowl. See if we have some depth trade upgrades. I can't believe Shed was a superstar. Hopefully they allow him to keep it. And I don't want Double D or anybody else, Jeff Simmons, getting, robbed of theirs. Don't know why this shit is taking forever to simulate. Don't kick me out. Don't stop my broadcast. Okay. Never had this happen before. Can you at least just kick me out? Like, if that's what you're going to do, just do it. Like, just kick me out. Like, why are we stuck on this screen, bro? Get me to the damn next week of the playoffs. This game, bro. I don't want to close the app and go back in, but I feel like we're going to have to do that. Oh, I can't wait for Madden 23. So fucking stupid, man.